What's poppin', y'all? It's me, Xandra, and you're listening to the Cacao Pod. The Cacao Pod is a chill chit-chat with me and talk about the topics in the daily. New episodes will be posted weekly every Wednesday and or Friday. Hi guys, welcome. I believe that this episode will be a little bit longer than the usual episodes because I really like to talk about music. I really am passionate about this, and I like to share my experience, my plans, and basically manifesting all these things until I achieve them. This episode means so much to me, and I like to share it with the world. And lastly, I really want to reflect on my current achievements, and I want this episode to be the one that I will look back to when I achieve these things. So today's agenda will be separated into 6 topics because I will be more in depth about everything to the best of my abilities. Timestamps will be available in the description. So, how music made me who I am today? I guess I'm gonna start on how I started. Well, I'm watching MTV Mix, YouTube, and other platforms related to music before. And when I was in nursery, I remembered I loved Lea Salonga's music. And one of the things that made me very happy is when my family bought me her album. And ever since that time, she became a role model to me because I want to be, known like her one day. And I also remember transferring to a new school when I was in the 3rd grade. And there was an interview actually, and I was asked if who's the person I looked up to, and I answered, Lea Salonga po, because I want to be a singer one day, ganun. And for context, Lea Salonga finished her secondary education at that school before, and that's one of the reasons I got accepted there. Another thing, I started off basically by singing in the shower and the things you just do in the daily. And also the movie High School Musical gives a lot of contribution to this because I like Sharpay's character, and she inspired me to write songs at the age of I believe 7 until the present. When did I realize that music is for me and this is what I want? I realized that this is what I'm gonna do for life when I was in my preteens, yeah. Cause singing was a part of me since I was a child, and it's one of the things I do daily. Also, I'm very happy that I found music, and music became a part of my life because I realized that I love doing this or listening to music because I find joy and peace in it. In the times I can't express my feelings, I just listen to music, and it helps me. It heals me, it fixes me, cheers me up, hypes me up, and basically there for me when no one was. It became something that I want to treasure for the reason that when I want to isolate myself from the world, it's there. Songwriting, on the other hand, helped me to express myself more and to share what I feel, to create something that even if those things didn't happen to me or I never experienced before, writing it and turning it into a song makes it alive. And songwriting makes me creative and be unique, I guess. Be who I am because I am free to write anything I want. The artists that inspired me. I guess number one, aside from Lea Salonga, Rihanna, and Lady Gaga, Ariana Grande, Katy Perry, and a lot more artists inspired me to keep on going. And these artists are my inspiration to dance and sing along with when I was young. And I saw the majority of them on TV. Number number two, bands like Paramore, Panic at the Disco, Nirvana, and My Chemical Romance are the ones I listen to when I want to feel bold. Sometimes I also listen to Poppy or Mars Argo. Number three, recently artists like Khalid, I don't know, SZA, Giveon, Daniel Caesar, Melanie Martinez, and Mac Miller gave me time to chill and introduced me to contemporary R&B and pop. And so far, this is my favorite genre in music. But for OPM, Four of Spades, Ben and Ben, Kyo, Unique Salonga, and Bita and the Botflies are also my go-to when I want to chill and feel vibey, support local artists. And lastly, the artist that kept me going is Billie Eilish. Oh my gosh, she is the artist that I really felt the same vibes with, like seriously. I listened to all her songs and supported her since day one, and I'm so proud of her, achievements. She really deserved it, and also her OOTDs are such a mood, period. Such a mood, sis. Like, I really like her style, both in music and fashion. She really is creative and she likes to experiment with different musical styles or genres, and I find her unique and passionate as well. All of these artists really help me take time to breathe and get their message through music, and they show encouragement and make me feel something ineffable. I listen to a lot of genres depending on my mood, and I can say that the genres I listen to are almost all around. What music genre I am in, I want to experiment with, and collaboration. Okay, so I believe I fit in the contemporary R&B, let's say experimental music genre, and alternative / indie pop. Excuse me. In my originals, I want the chill and vibey tunes that make listeners want to just like rest for a while and take time to feel the music. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't matter how painful the song or like the message in the song, as long as you give them something calm or something they can vibe with in the tunes. It makes them forget for a while. And that's what the other artists made me feel, which is very awesome, And I want people to focus on my music, my message, and my creation, not just on my like physical appearance or anything else, because That's my main purpose. I want people to be inspired. I want people to keep on going, and I want them to be safe, just like how music saved me on my daily struggles. Well, in terms of experimentation in music, I want to experiment with rap and lofi or lo-fi music genre. Yeah. Yeah, in this area of music genre, local artists like Kiyo, Ruby Ibarra, and Zay Zacharias inspired me because I want to experiment with this in the future. I just need to have time. I need time to practice, get motivation, and self-confidence for this one. Now, in terms of collaboration, as much as possible, I want to collaborate with local underrated Filipino artists out there. Now, I don't know who, but we'll see soon. I don't know. But some of you might ask, like, why underrated artists? Why not start with the big time and popular artists out there? Well, for me, we all started small, right? We started on square one, and I want these artists to be recognized as well. And if I can, I want to bring everybody on the top with me. I don't want anyone to be left out. That's all. That's just my thing. Songwriting. How do I write songs? Oh, okay. This is gonna be a long one. Wait, I'm going to start with inspiration. Number one, inspiration. For this part, for the inspiration of writing a song, I just use my personal encounters or experiences. They're very random, actually. There's no specific ones. I just use my personal encounters or experiences. Sometimes I just share what I feel towards someone or something. Most of my songs at the moment are titled after food because I'm in the process of making my unofficial album called Eat My Feelings, and I actually like to eat, like I love food. I like to try out all types of food, international food, you know what I'm saying? So I really want to start off with what I really like, which is this one, Eat My Feelings. I just find it cool. I find it nice and satisfying because I love music. At the same time I like food, then combine it all together, and then it's there. It's a masterpiece. Anyway, back to the topic. Some of my songs are written for those people close to my heart, and some of them are posted, so you can check them out on my YouTube channel, link on the description. Hey. Okay, next one. Number 2, where do I write? I usually write on a paper. I write on a paper. I have this Adventure Time notebook that I got for free in the supermarket years ago because I really love Adventure Time. Then I guess there's this milk that has like a free notebook in it, and it's Adventure Time, so I bought it, and I didn't write on it for like probably a year because I don't know what to write on it. I want it to be like a diary or something that I can treasure with, but I ended up writing songs there. So yeah, I still have it with me because that's where I wrote my first few songs since like 2016. Yeah. So sometimes I use an intermediate paper or notepad on my phone. There's nothing special on where I write as long as it's easily accessible. So that's not a big of a deal. Yeah. Number 3. What instrument I first used and my current one. Okay, so the first instrument I played the most. Wait, does that make sense? The first instrument that I got is my ukulele that I used. Okay, but because I got a guitar before my ukulele, but I didn't use it because there's something wrong with it, so I just gave it to charity. So anyway, yeah, my first instrument that I play the most is my ukulele, and I got it since the 8th grade. And that's the instrument I used to write my first few songs. Yeah. And throughout the years of experimentation, I discovered MIDI instruments on an app called BandLab, which leads us to number 4. What equipment or device I use to record? So for equipment, I only use cheap earphones for my mic and my mom's iPad to record my songs. And again, I use the app BandLab to edit my songs. It's actually available to both Apple and Android, so yeah, it's free. Hashtag not sponsored. Now for my future plans. I want to finish this unofficial album of mine called Eat My Feelings. And after this one, I want to work on a second one. And at the same time, I might start collaborating with other artists. 'Cause little by little, I want to upgrade my equipments that I will use for recording for better sound quality and to expand my knowledge to producing my own beat or music. And what else? I'm not having high expectations that I will be a part of a big record label or something, because my main purpose is to just share my music to the world, and I will stick to YouTube as my main social media platform, then maybe try out SoundCloud and Spotify in the future. We still don't know. I don't know yet, but yeah, I just want to keep it low key, to be honest. Yeah. Okay, so now a message to aspiring artists. Wow. Okay, a message to aspiring artists. Even if my current journey is just the beginning, I want you to always remember that, there will be challenges on your way to success. And don't let anyone or anything hinder you from doing what you really love, even if to people, including your family or friends, do not support you from pursuing your career in music. Sometimes, they don't take you seriously. Show them that you can be on top with or without their support. Show them that you can be independent and prove them wrong. Keep on going, keep on moving forward, and keep on pushing. Be hungry for challenges and show others that you wanted this and you chose this path. Also, support other artists because they're also doing the same thing, and they also have their personal struggles, their own struggles. Sometimes they also feel alone and that no one is there for them, And let's be there for one another and help them rise to the top. Hype them up, remind them, remind others as well, that you can be resourceful with or without equipment, and you can always find a way on how you can show the world your masterpiece. Because like me, I also don't have my equipments. I don't have professional ones. I just use earphones like I mentioned earlier, and I just use my iPad, and people cannot believe that I just used those things to record. So yeah, you can always find a way, and you can show the world your masterpiece. And be humble, be kind, and once the day finally arrives that you become successful, oh gosh, guys, please do not forget where you came from. You can be a role model to other aspiring artists, or those other artists just starting, experiencing or like experimenting with their own talent that they just recently discovered. Because being an artist is not just a gig. It's not just something you do for fame or for money. Being an artist is showing your skill and being creative, your creativity. And feel free to step out your comfort zone, because that's where you're going to experience and get better opportunities. Come on, trust me. Do not be afraid to step out your comfort zone. Do not like trap yourself in a box, or like keep yourself in a circle. Step out the line, and keep your hopes up, and always do your best. And most especially, I always tell this to people: stay true and stay golden. Lastly, a thank you message to my family and friends of friends, and even strangers who took their time to listen to my music as well as my other content, or like you listening to me right now. Yeah, hi. And even strangers who took their time to listen to my music as well as my other content. Thank you for showing your support even on the little things, like reacting and sharing my creation on my social media platforms. And I really appreciate them all, you all, because you are seeing through my mind, my soul, and my heart through those creations that I made. And thank you, because all of y'all are one of the reasons why I kept going, and the reason why I realized that this is for me and I should continue being myself through writing music. I can't believe that some of you can feel the message of the songs that I make. I didn't expect that people will like my originals, and it feels so amazing. Like, seriously guys, thanks. That means a lot to me. All of these things mean so much to me, and a lot of you have a place in my heart. This sounds so cheesy, and some of you may find it so cliche, but 1,000 thank you isn't enough for me to bring back all the love and support that you all gave. I'm just starting. I'm still here in the beginning of this journey of mine, but you have shown me a lot, and I took time to reflect all these things because you are all so wonderful. I thank God for giving me this wonderful talent, and I can't wait to experience and experiment more on what I can do, because I promise you guys that I'm always doing my best of my abilities in and through my music. Again, I love you all very much and I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Thank you for helping me step out my comfort zone. And you know who you are. You all know who you guys. I'm sorry. You all know who you are. Yeah. XO Xandra. And now this brings us to the end of this podcast. Thank you so much for listening to the Cacao Pod. Again, my name is Sandra, and if you have any suggestions to what y'all want me to talk about next, just check the description below. And always remember to stay true and stay golden. Bye, guys.